Hello YouTube, this is David from the Mr. Black YouTube channel. I'm going to show you my setup guide for 9. This is how I get set up doing the map. I'm not saying that this is the best guide in the world, nor is it the best for speedrunning or anything, just simply what I do to get set up for a high round game or just anything, like you just want to get all the general stuff on the map done besides the main Easter egg. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to show you how to do each step along the way, and a pretty decent order that you can do it in. Again, I'm not saying that my order is the best order. I'm just simply saying this is how I do this and do that, and that's pretty much it, really. So basically, for my class setup, no anywhere but here is great for an elixir. If you get cornered by zombies and there's literally no other way out, you can pop it and it'll teleport you out of the area. For your next one, you can use whatever you want. Stock option is a great option. It allows you to fire weapons without running out of ammo, but it will take it from your stockpile instead of your magazine. The third elixir you can use as Temporal Gift. It's great. You can pop it after a power-up drops and pick it up, and power-up will still last longer. If a power-up drops while a Temporal Gift is active, it will also stay on the ground longer, so that's really cool. So not only does it last longer like when you pick it up, but it also lasts longer when it drops, if this has been popped already before it drops. And then finally, the last thing is equipment. Again, if you get the homunculus out of the box, if you throw your homunculuses out and you quickly need to refill them all the way, you can just pop one of these. Great elixir to have. As for your perk setup, I recommend Dying Wish, Quick Revive, Winter's Wail, and Stamina Up as the modifier. 9's not too hard of a map, so you can feel free to have a little bit of leisure with all these. Although, if there's any one of these that you're going to change, I would probably change the Winter's Wail to something else. Maybe you can do Bandolier Bandit. You can do like PhD if you want to run around with the Hellion. That might be pretty fun. And then, Victorious Taurus, that's another really good one to protect your back or to protect your entire body with the shield. I use Winter's Wail just because I like it a lot. It lets me take my time on certain steps if I need to think about something or look something up, or just remember something. It really helps me control the zombies a little better. As for your weapons, the Hammer of Valhalla is really good for any map of the Chaos story. Does a lot of damage, has a lot of advantages to it. It's just very powerful, really good on the special zombies like the Brawlers, the Gladiators, and the Blightfathers. I love it. You can also use the Chakrams or the Scepter. If you're doing co-op, I'd say maybe use the Scepter instead of the Hammer, because then when you revive your teammates, if they go down, they get all their perks. One last thing I would like to mention, a couple last things. In this map, Wraith fires are actually kind of mandatory if you want a free perk. So you can get 2 free perks in the map, but in order to get them, one of them, you need Wraith fires. It's mandatory. So if you don't have them already, make sure you have them. Finally, for your starting weapon, you can use whatever you want. I like to use the Strife. Again, has the bayonet. That's a one-hit kill until round 5. And then also, there's going to be a pack punch version that you'll be using, that you're going to get early on from a challenge. And if you have attachments on it, those attachments carry over to the pack punch version. So it's really nice. The Strife's a really nice gun to use in this map. And that's all for your setup. So I'll meet you in game where we can discuss the general gameplay strategy I'm going to show you.
Wait a minute.
So the second you spawn in the game, the first thing I recommend you doing is going up to one of the gates that lead to the towers. Right next to each gate should be a little banner you can knife down. So we can do this one. I can do this one over here. There's one over here, I believe. Yep, right there. It does not matter what banner you do. Just pick one. And then if you look towards the middle of the ring, you will see that one of your little pots is lit up. And basically from here, all you have to do is work on getting your challenges done. Mainly what you're going to be doing is making sure you get 3 challenges done in total. And then after that, we're going to have to do something a little bit different. So let's work on getting 3 challenges done. So this one's 5 consecutive headshots in a row. You have to be careful with this one. Make sure you're aiming high because this one's a little finicky. The zombie can throw its arm up in the air and then immediately you can hit that instead and miss out on the headshots. Just be careful. So that was pretty good. There we go. So you're going to finish challenges, pick up, and then just pick up the rewards that they give you, or decline them. If it's like a gun you don't want, you can decline them. So now my next challenge is knife kill 13 zombies, so I'm going to start and get work on that. And then after we get our challenges done, we are going to open the first door. And I always like to open this door right over here to the Rod Tower. You can also open the door to the Danu Tower, but I like to open this one first. Alright, so I just completed my first challenge. So when you complete a challenge, again, just make sure you go and activate it right away. You have to do that in order to get your next challenge. So now the next challenge is kill 10 zombies with my special weapon, okay? So one tip I'm going to give too, and this is especially important if you're trying to get the free Death of Orion, make sure you watch out for the fire in this map. If you step in the fire, it does a lot of HP damage, but it also really seems to hurt crowd affinity, and it can be hard to avoid sometimes, so just be careful if you're out here in the arena. So I'm going to go ahead and get my next challenge done right now though. There we go. And you will need a really good crowd affinity if you do want to get the free wonder weapon, just so you know. So go ahead, when you complete your third challenge, claim your reward. Another thing is pick up this part in the middle of the podium. After you claim your third challenge, it will spawn right there in the middle of the podium. Go ahead and pick it up while you're there. Okay? So I'm going to save some zombies here. Okay, I got about 4. So what I always like to do is the path I always like to open first is right here to the Raw Tower. It's nice because you can get a shield part right away. So open the door to the Raw Tower. Go up the stairs, and you're going to look for your first shield part. So it can spawn right here against this wall. If it's not there, it's opposite to it, I believe, right here against this wall. It might be on this side, but it's pretty sure it's right here on this side. And if it's not there, it's always going to spawn in this little corner right here. That's kind of to the left and around the corner after you come out that door. Okay? So now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to open this door right here to Danu. And I like to do this so we can get 2 of the champions done right away. So in order to open Pack-a-Punch in this map, you have to basically start and finish 4 champion challenges, and they're very easy. So in the top of each tower, you're going to have these little gongs you're going to ring, and that's going to summon a special type of zombie. What you're going to do is you're going to focus on killing that zombie, and then it will drop a head. When it drops the head, you walk over the head, your character will pick it up, and then once you pick it up, that's it. You just do that for each tower, and then we'll have all the parts we need to open Pack-a-Punch. So here's a gladiator right here. I recommend shooting for his head, and be careful, these guys can be quite strong. There we go, and as you can see, he dropped a head. I'm just going to walk over it. I get 500 points, and I also get a part. So now I'm going to go and hit the gong at the top of the Raw Tower. We're going to kill it. I believe it's tigers. Could be wrong, though. Let's see. Okay, in this case, we got brawlers. I wonder if it's random. Interesting. I thought there was tigers before. Gonna kill some zombies. So now we got kill these guys. Again, watch out, those are brawlers. They'll try to melee kill you. Again, I just like to aim for the head. And again, this is why I recommend getting the Z Harmony from the challenges. Whoops. While we do this. Alright. There's our next head. So another thing I'm going to recommend is while you're in the middle of doing these challenges, or like going around the map, always focus on your podium challenges too, especially if you're in a survival game. This is important because doing this ensures that you keep good crowd affinity, and it also ensures that you work towards getting your 6th perk. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the zombies again until there's one left, just because I accidentally killed that one. And I'll get back to you once that's done. So that way we can start working our way through the rest of the map. Okay, so what you're going to... Okay, cut back to this. Okay, so what you're going to do is the path I like to open real quick. So assuming you got your shield part and your 2 champion heads done, you're going to want to go down here downstairs at the Raw Tower. And then you're going to open this door right here. Now, after you open this door right here, straight ahead on the ground should be a little what's it called? Mug? A little like mug sitting right there on the ground. You're going to go ahead and pick that up. So that mug is going to help us get a free perk later on. And I'll show you how to do that. So I like to take the left path. So I just went left at the bottom of the stairs. Follow it around. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. And you're just going to keep going straight until you get to the crypts area. So that's this little area right here. You'll see I have like all the little crypts, and it kind of looks kind of like a little dark and spooky. At the very end of this tunnel, on the bottom right there on the floor, there's going to be a sword you can pick up. So go ahead and pick that up. You're going to turn around, and you're going to run back towards the first door on the left here. So there's 2 doors. There's one that's on the right, and then there's one right here on the left. You're going to open this door, and in this room, and now we can start looking for the next shield part. So its first part can be in this room. It's right there, so I'll show you just so, again, you come through the door, it's in the far back right kind of little corner right there. Okay? So you can check there. If it's not there, you're going to go up the stairs in the Odin Tower, and then right here on the left, on this little bench is your next spot. And then while you're in this room, before you go to the next shield spot, what I recommend doing is going to the back left here and picking up this little helmet. Okay? And then finally, the final part for the shield, if you go upstairs to the very top, just go right around this wall. It can spawn right there up against that little like barrel of like spears and stuff. Okay, so now that you're at the Odin Tower, what I like to do is do my next 2 champion challenges. So we have another gong that's right over here. So again, this will get us another head. You can shoot them and kill them while they're up there too, by the way. The head will go and float down here if it, yep, like that. It'll float down here if you kill them up there. Okay, so we got that done. Okay, so after you get your head, to work on getting your free perk challenge, what you're going to do is you're going to take those 3 things we collected. So we got the Viking helmet downstairs from here, we got the sword from the crypts, and we also got the mug that was straight ahead after opening the bomb of the Ra tower basement. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to put these 3 items on this little like Viking corpse here. I think it's a Viking corpse. So what you're going to do is the mug goes right here, and you do have to square certain parts of this thing. It'll only work if you square certain areas. So the mug always goes right here on the tip. You look at the head, I believe, to put down the helmet. And then the sword just goes on their side, so about like right here. These zombies are making this a little hard, but here, I'm going to try again. So like right here. Yep, right there. You just look at their kind of like body, their torso area. So then you have all 3 parts on them. So what you can do is you can go over here. And I might have to, let's see, is there Winter's Whale available? I actually might buy that so I can show you how to do this. I'm going to go ahead and buy Winter's Whale, just because these zombies are going to make this impossible. Okay, so after you put down all the parts on the guy in the ship over there, go up here and look up. So you're going to kind of go to around the box area right here. Look up towards the tip of this like thing right here, and aim your crosshair just a little bit above it, kind of out like diagonally that way, like so, just out that way a little bit. Now what you're gonna do is go ahead and get your Wraith fire primed and just throw it, and this should usually get it on the first try every time at that angle. So let's go take a look, and then you'll know that this is ready when that little fire goes away there, but it still stays lit up. And look, it's still lit up. So what's going to happen is in the next 7 or 8 rounds, you're going to hear a sound, and then I believe a permanent perk, well, not permanent perk, but a permanent power-up is going to spawn here. That looks like a Viking. Basically, it's a free perk power-up. So you've done all you can for that free perk. So then you're going to do the champion over here. Now, the next thing you can do is while you're here is you can look for your next shield part. So right here, once you get across this bridge, the shield part can spawn right here at the bottom of the statue's foot. If it's not there, go down the stairs. Straight ahead of you after you go down the stairs, it can spawn right here on this statue's hand, kind of like right there on the hand. And if it's not there, you're going to want to go down these stairs over here until you reach the basement. The second you enter the basement, look right, and it's right here on this little table right here. So you did your 2 challenges up here. You finished setting up the Viking on fire. And you also finished getting your last 2 shield parts. So I'm just going to go back down the way we came. And then I am actually going to make a right once I get down here. And I'm just going to go straight until I reach this little room here called the pit. I'm going to go right, and then I'm going to go ahead and build my shield. So this is the shield of the map, the Brazen Bull. So this shield has 2 special features. It has a melee that once you get enough kills, it gets a charged shot, which does a lot of freaking damage. And it also has this ranged attack, unlike the kind of similar to the ballistic shield, but it might be even better. Like it's really good. Does a lot of damage. It works really well on the special zombies on this map. The Blight Father, even the final boss, I think can be like solo killed with it. So go ahead and make sure that you pick up the shield and build it. Then after you build the shield, what I like to do is I like to go through this door over here, go downstairs, and this is the pack punch room of the map. You're going to just go up to this little pedestal here and hold square, and it'll put all the heads down, and then within about 10 seconds you should have pack punch unlocked, and these doors on each end of the room are going to open up. So just see that happen here in a second. Alright, now pack is available. So while you're still in this room, near this room, there's a couple of things you can also do in the meantime. So the first thing you're going to do is, let's say you're coming in through this big door facing Pack-a-Punch, right? I'm just, showing you this so you understand the position of where everything's at. So what you're going to do is after you come in, you're going to make a left right here. You're not going to go up the stairs, but you're going to go down under this area, look left, and right here on this torch should be a chain you can pick up. Go ahead and pick that up, and then right here when you're facing Pack-a-Punch again, you're going to do the exact same thing, but diagonally across from it. So you're going to go over here to this right side, you're going to go underneath these stairs right here, you're going to look left, and underneath this little, like, cage is going to be a cog. So what you are doing is you are getting parts for the acid trap, which is what we need to use to get the free wonder weapon. So after you get those parts, go ahead and go through the door that's opposite the Pack-a-Punch machine, and go ahead and shoot this little lit up like pot right there. So once you shoot it, it will fall down. So what you're going to do is after you shoot that pot and knock it down, you're going to go through the rod tunnel again, go up the stairs, out of the basement, up to the very top of the tower, and then you're going to go over here. So let me freeze these guys so I can show you. You're going to go over here to the bridge where this blade trap is. You're going to look down, and then you're going to see, you might have to jump, that's actually an arrow. And that arrow is going to point towards one of the 4 towers. In the towers is going to be in each, so this item only always spawns in the basement of each tower, the basement area. And it's basically going to be a head you're going to have to pick up. So I'm going to show you where it can spawn at in each spawn location. So I'm going to start with the raw tower since we're talking about it right now. So what you're going to do is you're just going to come down into the raw tower from the entrance, and then the head is going to spawn in the raw's basement all the way far back here behind this little lit up kind of urn thing, or that little pot. Okay? So if it's not in the raw tower, you can go over to the Danu tower, go down the stairs in the Danu tower. The head will spawn here, so if the arrow is pointing here at the Danu tower, you can go ahead and look right here in the water. It'll just be like floating here in the water. Okay, so if you're at the bottom of the Odin tunnel, the head can be found kind of around this thing right here. And as you can see in my game, this is where the arrow pointed. You can actually see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. So all you have to do is after you come into this room, all you have to do is look to this bottom left area of that cauldron in the middle, and that's where the head can spawn. So if the head is not in the Odin tower, it is going to be right here in this top right corner of the Zeus bathhouse. And depending on where you're coming from, you know, if you're coming from the top of the Zeus, it's right here behind this little thing in the bottom left. So in the middle of the bathhouse, it's just right there. So after you've collected the head, and you can do this at any point in the game, but I'm going to do it now. And you're going to want to do this now on an early round. Again, this is for a survival game. In order to get the upgraded shield, you have to have the brazen bowl. Come to the top of the Zeus tower. What you're going to do is you're going to hit 3 different symbols, or sorry, not symbols, but little tiny bull head things that are around the walls on here. So your first bull head, you're going to take out the shield, do the range damage on that one, do the range damage on that one, which is just above the entrance. So you have one that's right there above the entrance. You have one right there that's above, like, you know, just coming up from the stairs right there on the right. Let me freeze these guys for the last one. And then the very final one's on the ceiling, right there. This one can be a little bit hard. You might have to angle yourself a little bit. So go ahead and shoot it with the ranged brazen bull attack. After you do that, what you are going to do is go downstairs. And what you're doing is you're really just going to the Pack-a-Punch room. So again, the store right here. If you look on the ceiling in the Pack-a-Punch room, you'll see a little crystal-y like thing. You're going to shoot it with a weapon, and it's going to fall to the ground. Once it falls to the ground, you're going to pick it up. Alright? So there's a couple of things you're going to be doing in this game. Right now, we are going to be working on a few different things simultaneously. So at this point in the game, you're really just doing a few different things simultaneously. You're working towards getting the Death of Orion, which we're really close to getting. You're also going to be working towards completing your podium challenges. So right now, you can see I need to get 9 kills with the Brazen Bull. And then finally, the final thing you're going to be working on is getting your upgraded shield. And it's important you start these right away. So you've gotten your first shield part, or your upgraded shield part from shooting in that room. So now what you have to do, and this is very specific, but I'm going to show something up on the screen. What you have to do is you have to get the shield's special melee. So when you kill when you kill 9 zombies with the shield's melee, which you can press R2 to do with it out, you can just press the melee button, I think. It does the little slash with the sword. What you have to do is you have to ignite it, so you have to get the 9th kill of it. That melee has to be 4 of one of the 6 special types of zombies in the map minus the tigers. So I'll show something on the screen, and maybe that'll help you understand it in a little bit more detail what you have to do. So, to my knowledge, every player has to get their own shield parts in this game. I don't know if just one person getting the upgraded shield and it goes for everybody. I don't know if that's how that works or not. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to kill 8 zombies with the upgraded shield, or sorry, the regular shield, the melee specifically. And then when you have those 8 kills, you're going to make sure that the 9th kill is on one of the 4 catalysts, a brawler, or a gladiator. And it needs to be, you need to kill basically 4 of those 6 types. Now you cannot kill repeats, so you can't do, to my knowledge, you can't do 2 gladiators and 2 brawlers and get it. You can do 1 brawler, 1 gladiator, and then maybe a fire catalyst and then like an electric catalyst. So that's what you need to do to continue the progress on the shield upgrade. In the meantime, I'm going to be showing you what you have to do now that you have the head. So now that you have the head, what you're going to do, you are going to go up the Ra tower. And you can do this at any tower entrance. I like to do it at the Ra tower. You're going to go to one of these levers. You can use this one right here. But you can also build it at this one right here. You're just going to go up to one of these switches. You're going to go above this little grate right here. And then you're going to place the head down. So I'm going to freeze this guy so I can show you. So you're going to, after you place the head down, you're going to activate the acid trap. So I actually need more. So in the meantime, you can work on trying to get that 8th kill for the shield too. So you can do things simultaneously. Plus, we're working on our challenge at the same time by doing this. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we need, let's see. Let's kill another zombie. I want to kill just one. And I do recommend doing this upgrade shield really early in the game, by the way. And make sure you're repairing it frequently, because this thing will get pretty busted up by meleeing zombies with it. Okay, so I just got my 8th kill with the shield, and now the very last one I need to hit needs to be a special zombie. I'm also going to hit my trap, so that way we can work on getting the head melted down in the grate. So again, after you use the acid trap, just go ahead and pick up the key. So now that you picked up that little key underneath the acid trap, what you're going to do is you are going to make sure you have glowing green crowd affinity. Now in this case, you can see I have glowing green crowd affinity. You might have to progress around while at the arena to get this next part, but do be aware that you can only get this part while you're actually at glowing green crowd affinity and after you pick up the key. So you can only get this next part after you pick up the key. So all you're going to do is really just kind of hang around the arena. I'm going to kill these zombies just to make the game go by. So you're going to go ahead and hang around the arena. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking for a quote. They might say, oh, this is a gift from Serket or something like that. Basically, they're going to throw an item to the arena that is going to, it's going to be a golden urn. And you're going to pick it up as you'll need it for the next part of your free Wonder Weapon quest in the map. Now again, I do want to make another thing really clear. You have, whatever you do while you're out here, make sure you're avoiding the fire as much as possible. The fire will kill your crowd affinity, and it will also, it's just horrible. It kills your crowd affinity, and it makes getting good affinity really hard, especially later in the game, because it's so easy to lose crowd affinity by doing stuff by like stepping in the fire and whatnot, but actually gaining good crowd affinity is really hard. Alright, so we got a brawler. That's actually a really good thing. So I'm actually going to try to kill this brawler with my shield, because then that counts as one special kill towards the upgraded shield on the map. And I got him. Okay, and see how the shield ignited off of that kill? That's good. Now, if you want to, you can even go in a notepad and note down that you killed him. So I actually do have a notepad open on my computer, so I might just put down like brawler. Okay? And then that lets me know and reminds me that I don't need to get my 9th kill on a brawler again, because the brawler's good. And again, just in the meantime, while you're doing all this, you're also going to be working on your podium challenge. And it's important you do that if you want your free 6th perk, just so you know. The urn will just be thrown somewhere randomly around the arena. So down, it could be there, just anywhere on the ground. Just keep an eye out. Okay, and there you go, right there, a gift from Serket. So I'm gonna go pick this up. So what you're gonna do is once you have the golden urn, which you can only get from having flashing green crowd affinity plus having picked up the scorpion key, you're gonna go to the bottom of the Danu tower, and you are going to go up to this little tree right here that's straight ahead from you after coming down the stairs. You're going to melee this little hole to put the key in, and then you're going to hold square underneath it to put the urn down. And all this means, now all you have to do to fill it is progress around. I'm going to get that for some points. And if we go up to this, let's see if it's done. Yep, we can pick it up. Alright, so now that you have the poison, you can look in your inventory to see it. Now that you have the poison, all you have to do is go to where the box is. You're going to go to the far left of it, hold square to poison it, and then you're going to hit it. And if you hit it after you poison it, your first weapon is always going to be guaranteed to be a Serket's Kiss. Now it's going to be the Wonder Weapon. Now I didn't get it that pull because I actually already got it out of the box earlier. So as you can see, that was a bit of a fail on my part. But after you poison it and you hit the box, you're always going to get the Serket's Kiss. That's guaranteed. Okay, so I got a Gladiator spawn in. So I'm going to start, I had Gladiator spawn, so I'm going to start getting the kills to charge it up to the 8th kill. So 1, 2, and note this will damage your shield, so 3, 4. So I'm going to go repair it. I've just been camping around here, so I'm at 4. So 5. Whoops. I was going to get 6 there, but then you killed it. So I'm at 5. 6. 7. And then I need to kill that one right there, and then I can kill the Gladiator. So 8. And now let's just kill the Gladiator with the melee. And there we go. We ignited the shield with the melee. So now in my notes I can put down Gladiator. And now we know that that part of the upgraded shield is done. And just a heads up, you may have to go ahead and get more melee kills with this thing to get the fire unignited. Okay, so just so you know, another tip I have is that these little circles on the melee thing to help with getting these kills, if you lose track of your kills, all these circles mean is you've got 3 kills. So I just got another 3 kills, so I'm at 6, so this will be 7. And then 8, and I know my last one will be my charge one. I'm going to do the fire guy. Okay, he blew up in my face, so that did not work. And again, you might want to be around the shield bench to repair it. You might have to do a lot of repairing of this thing just to be on the safe side. So let's see if we can get this guy that. Okay, there we go. I got him. So now I got fire. Alright, so now I'm going to put down my notes fire. Go ahead and get this thing kind of charged. Okay, so I have the gladiators now. I'm also going to start working on breaking off the equipment of each enemy. So I think you could do the head. You can also do the 2 sides, I think, and maybe the chest or something like that. There's the head. Now I'm going to focus on shooting this part of my challenge podium. There's the side, right side. Right now. Got him. Alright, so we just now killed the water. So, what you have to do next. So all you're going to do is once you get your shield, your 4 special shield kills that ignite it, you're just going to go to the bottom of the Zeus stairs, and right here on this little statue will be your next part you can pick up. Now, the next thing you do, and this is for the final part for the fully upgraded shield, and this is, again, it involves the shield melee. So you know that once you get 9 kills, your shield becomes on fire. So while your shield is on fire, you need to specifically kill one of each of these 3 enemies. So you need to kill a gladiator, a brawler, and a tiger. So there's a tiger. There we go. I just killed the tiger, and the nice thing about the shield charge is it stays lit on fire the whole time. Okay, so when you get the shield, and what I was saying, sorry, once the shield's on fire, it stays on fire, so you don't need to worry about it running out of fire. So let's just get it lit up again, okay? So we got the shield lit up again, so now we kill the tiger, and you might want to put this down in your notes too, just, you know, for a reminder. If not, you can just use your memory, but I'll put it down just, you know, for the full extent of this guide. So again, my shield's on fire, so now I just need to wait for a gladiator and a brawler to spawn in, and they spawn in pretty frequently throughout the game, so I should be good. And there we go. I just killed them with the fire charge, so now I can put that down in my notes. I killed the gladiator. So my free perk is also available. The 7 or 8 rounds have passed up here with this being on fire, so I can go ahead and pick that up. So I'm going to go ahead and get that final kill. Alright, so now that you've killed all 3 of your special zombies, so I killed with the flaming shield, to be specific, what you're going to do is you're going to go to where the box first spawns in this fallen hero tunnel. You're going to turn around, and this is coming from the rot tunnel. You're going to shoot that part up there until it falls over, and then this will be your final upgraded shield part. So now all you have to do to get your upgraded shield is you're just going to return to the workbench at the pit and use it, and then you will get your upgraded shield. So I will cut to that. Okay, so I'm now at the pit. I'm going to go up to the shield, and as you can see, hold square for iron bowl. And there you go. So you now have the upgraded shield of the map. I will say this, it is not super important to get this at all if you're doing the Easter egg. I mean, I really don't see much of an advantage to it, but I will say this, it is very powerful. It seems like when you put the handgun in, you walk a little faster. I'd imagine it also probably does more damage too, just because it's like a different color, but I mean, I could be wrong there. And I think that the little knife thing, the knife melee, also does maybe more damage. And it might have more durability. Again, some of that information might be wrong. I don't know the full extent of the weapon. I just know about that much of it. But that is how you get the iron bowl or the upgrade shield in the map. So finally, if you're just looking for your 6th perk, all you have to do is basically just keep working on the challenge podiums. So I will show you the completion of those until I get it. So if you ever need to find the mystery box in this map, it's good just to go outside and look towards where it is. So it has a couple different spots, I think, in each tower, plus there's a few underground, so just keep that in mind. So, although I failed to show you me actually picking up the Death of Orion earlier, I thought I'd show it to you now. So, the way this weapon works is it has 2 fire modes. You can shoot it, you can also do a charge shot with it. So if you hold the right trigger or your left mouse button or whatever to charge it. And this basically kind of has a Wonder Waff effect, albeit it's a little bit different from the Waff. Another thing I would like to let you know about this thing is that there's actually a way to spam the shots of it, so you can actually do this. All you have to do is spam, like, in my case it's square because I'm on a PS4, and then, my fire button's R2 to shoot. You just have to hit those repeatedly at the same time like this. So you just hit them simultaneously in a very fast, sequence, and that's basically how you spam it. Another thing about the Death of Orion is it can be pack punched, which I'm going to show you right now, into the Serket's Kiss, which has more ammo. And again, you can use this spam on the boss enemies, like those enemies, to kill them really fast. You can use them on the special ones. You can melt them pretty quickly. Alright, so my next challenge is to hit 9 zombies with a single charge shot of the Death of Orion. So I'm going to show you doing that. Just get a charge shot, shoot into a horde, and that's really all you have to do. So that's our next challenge done. And it looks like that's actually our free perk. So I think that was the 7th challenge or the 8th challenge. I don't know. I kind of lost count. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. And there you go. In this case, I got Zom Shells, my 6th perk. Now, you can keep on doing these challenges for, like, you can do them for, you can continue doing them, but until the whole podium's actually complete. But the rest of the rewards aren't that great. They're kind of just like maybe like a pack-a-punch LMG, I think, and something like that. Which, yeah, it's cool and all, but I mean, it's entirely up to you if you want to do them or not. Personally, once I get my 6th perk, I kind of stopped taking interest in them. And there's a couple of the higher level challenges that are really, really annoying and kind of hard. Like, you have to, like, kill a Blightfather while being attached to his tongue or something like that. And it's just, it's not the most fun challenge there is to do. But, so yeah, I have the Death of Orion. That's the wonder weapon in the map. Got the upgraded shield. Got 6 perks. So that's exactly how you do that. And that's pretty much all I would do for like a high round setup. I mean, you don't even really need the upgraded shield. If you want to just stop at the, Serket's Kiss, like right there, and then maybe work on some other stuff, you can do that. It's entirely up to you. So I think that'll conclude really my 9 setup guide. I mean, there's really not much more to it than what I just showed you in this game. Anything else would probably be bordering on Easter egg territory. And Easter egg, if you're doing a setup for the Easter egg now, That's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. You're going to be focusing on a little bit different things than what I did in this guide. So, you know, getting those shield kills isn't important because you're not going to be focusing on upgrading the shield. And then there's some other stuff, too, that I would have to show you. You can definitely get 6 perks if you're doing the Easter egg. That's not a problem because one of them is very passive and the other one you kind of just get if you're just doing the challenges, which, you know, if you're playing the game for the most part, you're kind of completing the challenges as you go on. So there's that. But I will probably make an Easter egg guide for this map and explain all the steps in, I hope, at least decent detail. So if you want to do the 9 Easter egg, you can do that too. But until then, that's really all I have for my guide. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please post them down in the comment section. This has been David from the Mr. Black YouTube channel, and I am out. Have a nice day or night, depending on where you are. Goodbye.